Okay. Hello, everyone. Ooh. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my predictions for Disventure Camp Season 5 Carnivores. Um, Fans versus favorites. Um, Now obviously this is after episode 4. So how this series is going to go is I'm going to make a prediction, and then I am going to, after I make this prediction, oh my gosh, I can't even type today. After I make this prediction, then we're gonna go back on this every episode, and we're gonna change, and then hopefully we'll get a final order. And yes, so as we all know, in the latest episode, my goat, not really my goat, he didn't really do much. Manu. So that means that 3 fans have now got out back to back to back. So you'd think it's almost certain that a favourite is going to get out. Now, what favourite do I think is going to be first boot? I don't know. Now, originally, I was quite persistent that it would be either Tom or Gabby. However, with this, how these episodes have kind of been lately, I don't wish this, but I do think that the next boot will be Alec. I hope it isn't, but I feel like they're kind of setting up a bit of an arc for him, in the sense of a very short arc where he's realizing kind of all the stuff he's done, and the fact that like he's came on here as a shadow of himself, and now it's kind of always stinging over his son. I do hope they give him a bit of a happy ending, but I feel like they might do something where he kind of accepts defeat as he goes off, and then it kind of gives Fiore like a bit of a solo arc, if you get what I mean. I don't see them, both of them, making it to merge. I do see one of them making it to merge, and I do think Fiore will make it. And I think Alec will be next boot, and I also think after this, a fan will get out. And I do think it's going to be Gabby. No, yes, I know Shop. I don't know with Gabby. Still think she's going to be a pre-merge. I don't know what more they can really do with her. They've got like a little thing with her and like the fruits. Eating oranges, and the fact that she's vegetarian, and she's got a bit of a friendship with Natalia. I don't know how far it's going to be. You look at the intro, it's kind of like Natalia's taking Gabby away from Tom. Maybe that means because Tom's got voted out. I don't know, but I do think will be go out after Alec, and then after Gabby, I do think it'll be a fan, and I do think the next fan to get out will be. God damn. I'm gonna have to go with Finn. I hope Finn makes it far. I do. I really like Finn this season, but I just think that one of. Actually, no, no, no. No, I actually take it back. Finn won't get out here. It's actually going to be Aiden. I don't think Aiden will make merge, and I do think he'll get eliminated here. I do think his little plan that he has kind of will blow up on his face, and I think that the majority will go against him because they're kind of seeing he's playing a game. Now, however, I could also see Evie getting out here instead of Aiden. However, I think the fact that they've given Evie as much plot armor as she's had, I don't think they're going to make her get out 2 episodes later. Do you know what I mean? I think Evie will make merge. So, yes. And then after Aiden, I think the favourites will lose, and I think the favourites will lose twice in a row. And I don't know if it'll be a double, but I do think that Ali and Rosa will get out back to back. I think Rosa's. I think on the first episode of the season, I thought Rosa was going to make it quite far, but I'm kind of realizing a bit of a theme in the sense when they're kind of setting something up between Lake and Anastasia, and I do think Lake and Anastasia will have deeper runs. Maybe not Anastasia than her last season, but I think Lake will have a deeper run, obviously, than in All Stars. And then, so I think both of them will get out, and I think the final pre-merge boot. Why the flip is Isabel here, I don't know, but let's just pretend that Isabel's Anastasia. But I do think Finn will get out. Last pre-merge boot. I actually need to put these all in pre-merge. I'm a bit of a silly goober here. There's quite a big merge when you actually look at it. So I'm actually going to change some stuff, and I'm... yeah, Tom, and then Finn. I think that's how. I think both of them will go back to back quite ironically, obviously, because Finn's got a little thing for Tom or whatever that is. I don't know. I'm actually going to change something as well. I think Ali will survive. I think Benji will get out. I think Benji will get out after Aiden, and then changing this stuff around. So these are the last pre-merge boots. Alright, so we've done pre-merge. Now, who do I think is going to get out after? I think there's going to be 2 merge boots, and then I think it'll be comebacks. So I think the first merge boot, realistically, I think the first merge boot would be Evie. I think Evie will make merge. I do think she's going to be an early merge, and that also applies with Natalia. I do think Natalia will make merge. However, I do think she will get out. Now, comebacks time. I think Benji and Finn both return to the game. That's who I have predicting to come back into the game. Now, with Benji and Finn coming back, I do think the next boot after that will be Ali and then Aura. I do think Finn's elimination will be kind of partially caused by Aura, and I think Finn will come back and have something for Aura and possibly get her out. So I think Ali and Aura will both get out back to back. It will kind of set up Benji to have kind of an under the radar arc, and however far he makes it. After Aura, I do think Nora, and Olivia both get out. I think Olivia will kind of have that quiet girl arc, and as you can see, I've had 6 girls get out back to back and merge. Probably gonna have to change some of that. So I do actually think Bruno will get out here. To be fair, I've had a lot of guys get out. I have had a lot of guys get out early, so that's merge. So in our final 7, it's Fiore, Spencer. We've also got Benji and Finn. I completely forgot about that. Alright, this is what we're going to do. I think Fiore will get out and merge after Olivia. And just pretend this is Anastasia. Holy shit. Okay, that's way too many girls getting out. Alright, after all of that, I do think Finn gets out. And then I think Fiore, and then Benji, and then Anastasia. That's how I've got. So my final 5 is Spencer, Lake, Ren, Sam, and Dunia. Quite a fire final 5, if I say so myself. And sadly, and funnily enough, I do think 5th place will go down to Ren. I do think Ren will get 5th, and then I think Lake will get 3rd. So, after looking at this, it's a lot of merge characters. We might need more people getting out in pre-merge, but you know what? We're at the 4th episode, so when I come back on here, a lot of stuff's going to change. Like, a lot. So I don't think there's too much to really to know. Anyways, final 3. Spencer, Sam, and Dunia. Now, I think it is quite obvious that I think it'll be a fan versus a favourite in the finale. So I think Spencer will be in the final three. However, obviously, in what order, I do think it'll be a boy and a girl. So I sadly do think Sam will get third place, and that the final will be between Dunia and Spencer. And funnily enough, I know this is a lot of winners picks, and she seems to be my winner pick for now. Obviously, this will change after the episodes go. I do think, ladies and gentlemen, that Dunia will be the winner of Disventure Camp Fans versus Favourites after the fourth episode. I hope you guys enjoy this. So what will happen is, I think every Sunday, so it's the day after the episode comes out, I will make an updated list of this and kind of change, obviously, away, because for all I know, Dunia could be next boot. That seems very unlikely, but on knowing Odd Nations, I won't be shocked, to be honest. And yes, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys another day. Adios, compadres. You know what they say? Dinosaurs.